Animals can learn to adapt through instrumental conditioning. Through this, animals perform behaviors that increase their fitness. Since humans are social beings, we receive rewards from other people. For example, when babies are crying, the parents know that their baby is in distress and needs something, and therefore attends to them. When the infant is smiling, the parent knows that it is content and doesn't need anything at the moment. The law of effect is when behaviors increase or decrease depending on the effect on the environment. Animals look to maximize their benefits and minimize their costs. This is crucial for adaptation and survival. There are 4 types of laws. The first is reward learning. This is when the behavior produces a good biologically significant event and the behavior is therefore increased and strengthened. Punishment is when the behavior produces a bad biologically significant event, so the behavior weakens. The third is avoidance. This is when the behavior prevents a bad biologically significant event from occurring and is therefore increased. The last law is omission, and this is when behavior prevents the occurrence of a good biologically significant event and therefore the behavior is weakened. Reinforcement is used to describe a situation in which a relation between a behavior and a biologically significant event is increased and increases the response. There is positive reinforcement, which involves a good biologically significant event, and negative reinforcement, which involves a bad biologically significant event, or taking the bad one out of the environment. Shaping is when an animal learns to do a behavior that it never does before, but does because it receives a good biologically significant event. An example of this is the Skinner box. Animals do not need a teacher or a mentor, and it is just learned in nature. It works like evolution by natural selection. Animals continue to adapt their behavior to the environment so they are able to survive. Adaptation and classical conditioning. Classical conditioning is when an animal can make a response to a biologically significant event before it occurs by learning when the biologically significant event is coming and predicting it. And this is similar to instrumental and operant conditioning. For example, Pavlov's dogs learned that the bell was a signal for them to receive food. Therefore, whenever the bell was rung, the dog started salivating. But not only did it start salivating, but their entire body started to react. This makes the dog's body better equipped to gain nutrients. Taste aversion learning is when an animal rejects a food after it has made them sick. So it works with also wanting food that is good for you. Territoriality and reproduction. Males will establish their own territory and aggressively defend it against other males. Females are allowed in though, but this is because they want to mate with them and be able to reproduce, which increases their fitness.